guys! So I'm starting out with no makeup on, and the first thing I'm going to do is map out where I want the half face to be. I'm then using liquid latex and tissue to separate the two halves. I first put down a layer of liquid latex and then I add the tissue, and then I fully saturate the tissue in liquid latex before sculpting it with a little spatula tool. You'll notice that I'm hardly using any product before I start to sculpt. Just like with eyeshadow, you kind of build it up slowly. I'm doing the same thing with the liquid latex and the tissue. Once that liquid latex is dry, I'm going off camera to put my contact lenses in. I'm applying foundation to the top part of my face. Don't worry about covering the liquid latex part yet. I'll be using a thicker foundation for that later. For my brows, I'm using the AMC gel liner from Inglot in number 85. I'm concealing around my eyebrows to get a nice neat shape, and then I'm applying my eyeshadow base, which is from Urban Decay. I start the eye off by blending a yellow shadow above the crease, and then I'm packing on an orange shadow into the crease, and to add a little bit of depth I'm using red. All over the lid I'm using the Basketcase liner from Kat Von D, and I'm just blending that out with a black eyeshadow. To blend the orange and the black together, I'm using a dark orange shadow from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm applying mascara to my natural eyelashes before applying the Eldora B178 lashes. I'm concealing under my eyes, and then I'm going in with the Celebra Pro foundation palette to cover up that latex area and blend it into my foundation colour. I'm first using a brush to make sure I get in all the little nooks and crannies, and then I'm blending it out with a beauty blender. Under my eyes I'm buffing out an orange eyeshadow, and then I'm using that same Kat Von D eyeliner and blending that out with a black eyeshadow. I'm using the red tone from a bruise wheel to add a little bit of irritation to the skin. I'm going over that with a little bit of foundation so it looks more realistic, like the redness is coming from under the skin. The face paint that I'm using is Mehron Paradise paint. I'm first packing it on with a thick brush, and then the closer that I get to the latex area, I'm using a small brush. You want it to look as real as possible, so make sure you don't get any face paint on that skin area. I'm using Sugarpill flamepoint to set that, and then I'm also using a red shadow to contour. To add more depth to the contour, I'm using the warm toned brown from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm using the Anastasia Soft Glam palette to add lines on my face. I'm doing this to kind of create like a pumpkin texture. I'm also blending shadows from that palette underneath that little like skin flap. I'm kind of going for a shadow effect, just so it looks as though the skin is actually lifted up. For the nose and lips, I'm using the Mehron Paradise paint in black. For the mouth, you can go with whatever kind of jack-o'-lantern style that you want to do. You could make it as cartoony as you want or as scary as you want. I tried to go for like a little bit of a scarier look. I outlined the mouth first and then I filled it in, and now I'm just using that same line technique to create that pumpkin texture. So now all I've got to do is pop on my wig. So that's pretty much it for this Pumpkin Queen tutorial. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!